The question is, why am I playing Ice Golem's Peak right now? Well, it's a story we're starting on. So there is a new fusion, and the first part of the new fusion of Ice Golem Peak. And it's not just any fusion, it is the Donatello fusion for turtles. So right now, any energy that you have left over that is not extra energy refills or anything else can be placed in the Ice Golem's Peak. By the way, picking up one of the ancient shards is not a bad idea, just saying. So being in the top 5 is not bad. Not sure how many people will be there because this is gonna be a popular fusion. And it coincides with a Dungeon Divers event. So this is what you'll need to focus on initially, but on later days you're gonna be better off doing the Dungeon Divers when it overlaps with other things. Right now I'm doing this just to spend my minimal energy, whatever it is. Now, I have some news. There is also a Michelangelo chase. So all you need to do is just log in every day for 14 days. And you get Michelangelo plus its soul. And it's in phase 2, you're gonna get 3 more soul stars. As usual, so from now on until November, this is gonna be the champion. Then, what else? Free gear removal forever. Finally. When credit is due, credit is given. Good job, Raid. Raid team, Plarium team. Finally, you've made it. Gear removal made absolutely no sense, especially from a new player's perspective. Most other games don't have it. Most other games let the players experiment with gear, for example. It's time. And yes, you listened, this is amazing. Please keep on the good job with this, not just for free gear removal, but also for other things, let's say super raids in some places, or real background battles, just like in Etheria Restart. So this is what would make, for example, this would convert me sooner or later from a free-to-play player into some spender, because then I would say it's a bit less toxic of a game than what I was thinking originally about. Now, talking about toxicity, lack of information, and just sweeping the account, draining your account from resources and not having a roadmap is still quite problematic, frankly, because had I known that turtles were coming this early, I wouldn't have gone for Packmeister Shayak plus the dog, Crockett. Then I would have skipped both of them, and now I would have been full of shards, right? But there is an intention behind training the account. You keep on selling things and not let the players pick things in advance based on information. And even now it's hidden how many sacred shards you're gonna need for Summon Rush and Champion Chase. I just got 1 sacred shards by playing the clan bosses. Well, it's not a bad thing to do. Next, you will be able to get all 4 turtles. So Michelangelo as login, Donatello for a fusion now. There is gonna be from October 7th to 10th, you'll be able to get Leonardo, but it's difficult because it's a void champion. Leonardo is the leader. That's why he's purple void, even though his bandage is blue, his color is blue. And Donatello is magic, so even though his color is purple, he's blue. Get over it, it's fine. Leonardo has been the leader either way. Then there is a Deck of Fate on between October 13th to 16th. Now, speculation. What will happen between the end of the Fusion calendar, September 3rd, and October 6th when the Titan event starts? What Titan event? To get April. Between October 6th to 23rd, this overlaps these 2 events. What will happen for that month? I'm sure there is gonna be something up for grabs. Maybe the Donatello soul, maybe something else. I'm quite certain about that. But that pause is gonna be really important to restock on resources, especially shards. Because whenever you see any fusions, and this fusion is not different, always follow the traces of the shard events. There is a Champion Chase at the very beginning. This time it's not Summon Rush but Champion Chase. And there is gonna be a Summon Rush near the end. So Summon Rush, we have no idea how many ancients we're gonna need, possibly 6 at least. And for champion chains, don't spend your ancients, don't spend your voids most of the time, even if there is a 2x ancient event. So this is what I'm anticipating right now, champion chase summon rush. Now, there are 110 tokens in total up for grabs. But out of those 110 tokens, basically what you need, let me open it somewhere else. So what you'll need, maybe I'll open it from the game console because I can do this in the news as well. Donatello fragment event. So you need 110 points in total. Unfortunately, the calendar itself is not exactly here. But basically you need 110 tokens. And out of those 110 tokens, you will basically need to select if you skip 10 fragments in Champion Chase or 10 fragments in Summon Rush, because these are the more scarce resources, the shards. I would say it's not a bad idea to go for the Champion Chase full out for the 15. You won't get the other 10 points because that's Wailing territory. And it's unlikely that you're gonna get the other 10 points in Champion Training near the end. Although when push comes to shove, if you don't have any other options, then you may go for it. Now, Plarium, good job with placing the second, like the Champion Training, the less Whaley event near the end, because we might know by that time what we're gonna do, and we'll be able to combine the Champion Training with Summon Rush, because they end at the same time, so we can plan ahead if we go for Champion Training, if we go for Summon Rush, or both, because we skip something else before. Now, most likely what I'm gonna do is I'll go all in on Champion Training for the 15 tokens, not the extra 10. And the reason why I'm going for it is that I'm better prepared. So this is what I recommend to you as well. You see the fragment summons, and I have Quintus, I have Crocod, I have Huntress, and by that time I'm expecting to get Helmut as well. It's not rocket science, I just need to defeat Dark Fae once, and then I'm gonna get a Helmut in a secret room in Doom Tower. So this gives some extra, and on top of that, what I'm expecting is that for Champion Chase you use Mystery Shards, you use Ancient Shards mainly. But you need to restock your Mystery Shards for the Summon Rush later. So I will most likely do Champion Chase, that's what I would recommend. Pick up all the 15 fragments so that you won't get screwed later. And then you'll be able to manage this event quite easily. Well, easily, relatively easily. Also, do the absolute minimum, the necessary minimum with shards, and don't pull anything more. Because after this, there will be a lot of shards required in October. You need to do the 10 live arena fights as well to get primal shards. Wherever you can get sacred shards, primal shards, ward shards, ancient shards, just do it, just get it. And the usual resources, silver and gems, there was a reason why I kept on preserving these gems, for example, as much as possible. Okay, I had 3500 at the top, but that Packmeister Shayak event was a bit expensive. The champions themselves are available in the index. So for example, if you go to Barbarians, you will see Raphael added. Raphael, the new champion, here it is. Raph or Raphael. This is what it looks like. The funniest animation is going for Michelangelo because he gets a pizza. Now, if you go to Sacred Order, where is Sacred Order? Near the top, here it is. Then you will see April O'Neil in the game as well. A bit weird, not what I'm used to from back in the days, but it's a bit raid-like. And you have the others as well. So Shadowkin. So in Shadowkin, besides the two mythicals, you can see what I cannot yet. It's problematic because you see, for example, Harima, he looks like Shredder, right? So either way, you can see Leonardo and Shredder added. So that's Leonardo, he's the leader. These teeth could be a bit changed, but anyway. And Shredder may be the worst design of all, because you cannot see. I don't see how he can see, basically. But it's quite close to actually the 90s cartoon. So that's Shredder. You'll be able to see all the stats and everything else. So everything is starting now. What I would recommend is focus on the initial overlap. So initially you have Ice Golem not overlapping with anything else but just Dungeon Divers. But once Ice Golem is ended, there is gonna be Champion Chase and Arena. There is no overlap in here, but Champion Chase together with Champion Training, there is an overlap because you can also farm the campaign or train Champion Training in the Ice Golem Speak. For now, I think there is no real overlap that you would need to worry about. So if you don't train your champions in Ice Golem Speak, you can just max it out today. And then you don't have to worry about it. And Dungeon Divers are already in here. And then for the rest of your energy, you'll be able to focus on Champion Training later in the campaign. And then this helps you with Champion Chase as well as Champion Training together. And there are no other arena, or not arena, dungeon options left. So this is what I would do if I wanted to play. Now, Dungeon Divers and Champion Training are overlapping here in the second place, but that's when the Dragon Tournament is introduced. And for Dragon Tournament, the Champion Training is still on, the Champion Chase is still on, but the Dungeon Divers, maybe there is a 1 hour overlap, but don't count on it, because it ends just before the Dragon Tournament starts. So essentially there is no penalty in going for Ice Golem fully if you have some extra energy reserved. And then good luck with the fusion.